Uh, Good morning, my beautiful learners. Your teacher every day, you know him, my name PP Mukubani. So tell me, before we can get to the lesson of the day, have you ever went to Union Building? Have you ever went to National Zoo? Have you ever also went to museums? Yeah, I like that. I like your reply. Yes. Okay, fine. Today, guys, we are going to learn about history. History, that which you're gonna learn about, it will teach us many things, including how old people lived before. So here on the board, I have the learning intentions together with success criteria. What are learning intentions? It means today we are learning to know and understand history in our daily lives. Repeat after me. We are learning to know and understand history in our daily lives. This will be the learning intention. After this lesson, when we're done with this lesson, you'll be knowing the history in our daily lives. History in our daily lives. Then by the end of this lesson, you're gonna be able to identify different types of history books, be able to relate history with current lifestyles, be able to know and apply history in our daily lives. Read after me. Success criteria: can identify different types of history books, be able to relate history with current lifestyle, be able to know and apply history in our daily lives. Good, my learners. So you have to also know that history, it relates to all good things that happened long time ago, that which you have to know. Let's start here. There's this song that we're gonna sing together. This song, it's Nkosi Sinkelela. Anyone heard about the song before? Yeah, I can see you once sang the song. Can we sing it together, this song? This will be the song that will introduce our lesson for today. Nkosi Sinkelela in Africa. So we're gonna sing the song together, my beautiful learners. So this thing, anyone tell me, what do you think? What were they eating long time ago? Those old people or older people, what they were eating? What was their form of transport? What was also the type of food that they were eating? Where were they staying? Like the house, where were they staying? Anyone to tell me? According to your understanding. Okay, good. This how is it. I'll summarize this for you. You see this first picture. What do you see there? It's a building. Yes, of course. Yes, it's a building. So this building, that's where old people were staying back then. History. That's where they were staying. Just imagine. It's very ugly. The table does not look like this modern houses. This one, it's very old. So our older people were staying inside this house. On the second picture, our older people, these are the types of food that they were eating. Anyone to tell me which one that they know? These are the fruits that they were taking. They were reaping or taking them on the trees while they are busy traveling across the countries. Because these people, older people in our history, they did not have any form of transport. Hence, on this third picture, they were using what? They were having maps that they draw with their own hands to say, okay, fine, from this point, we're gonna arrive at this point. We're gonna rest, we're gonna drink water, we're gonna eat. Like they were hunter-gatherers, they were looking for, they were doing food with their own hands. So this fourth picture, it's a pyramid. When you go to for example, at England, Egypt, that's where this picture is based. It's a historical picture, this one. So, my beautiful learners, as we're engaging, we're gonna, after, because you understand what was history all about then the things that, the form of transport they were using, the type of food that they were eating, the kind of transport that they were using, which was their food to travel from one place to another. So I can introduce you to the story, the book that we're gonna read, let's again go back to the learning intentions and success criteria. I said today we are learning to know, understand history in our real lives. And after we have these intentions, we must be able as success criteria to identify different types of history books, be able to relate history with current lifestyle, be able to know and apply history in our daily lives. So the book that will be reading, it's a book that is written by Queen Tope. The name of the book is How Story Began. This kind of book, it tells us, it's an interesting book that was written by an interesting writer, Queen Tope. That book, he relates this book with the history in olden days, how old people lived before. So, yeah. I need you guys to reflect as I'll be asking you these questions to tell me, after I told you about this history, about how old people lived, about the types of transport they're using, about the use, about the types of food that they ate. Tell me, after I read that, do you feel motivated, or do you feel like demotivated? Of which, if it was you at your time, wherein there was no electricity, there was no transport, there was no this fancy food now, there were no form of transport to use to travel from here to town, for instance, were you going to survive? Were you going to be okay? Were you going to like that without watching TV? Imagine not watching Cartoon Network. You understand? So were you going to enjoy that? Don't tell me. Tell me, my guys. So now, I'll give you activity after this class so you can work on it. I need you to draw, to check your prior knowledge, to draw. I asked you that you ever went to where there's a picture of Nelson Mandela. So I need you to draw Nelson Mandela for me and use our crayons to color him so we can know he's our global icon and he's the one whom we can relate history with. Ne? So I'll give you that activity after this lesson. So I need to, in groups, I'll give you pictures. These are the pictures, and tell me if you'll be able to draw them. You can have one, you can have one, you can have one, and you'll be in your pairs. Then you discuss that particular picture and tell me how do you feel about that picture. Again, as we are about to conclude our lesson, I need you guys to tell me, were you shocked after explaining these history things to you? Or how do you feel? Tell me, how do you feel about history? So I need you guys to, don't forget that history, it's our livelihood thing in a social science environment. So I need you guys to relate history and now know that since our forefathers, I can say, older people lived like this. So now I need you to relate that with this current lifestyle. So now let's go back to our learning intentions for the day, so we can know that we are learning to do what? We are learning once again to know and understand history in our daily lives. And we must link that with our characteristics, which is to identify different types of history books, be able to relate history with current lifestyle, be able to know and apply history in our daily lives. Yeah, guys? Okay, fine, good. So, any questions so far? What is it that you want to know? So, before we leave, since I said I'll give you activity, I'll need you with this exit ticket. With this exit ticket, I'll need you to write whatever that you have learned on this exit ticket. if you learned, what is it that you learned today about history? I need you to write, it will be your exit ticket. So that's how the lesson, I conclude the lesson.